a go-getter, and he loved his job. And it's a shame that it got cut short because he loved this job so much, and he was so good at it.
A Scott County deputy is dead after a shooting during a traffic stop on I-75. Just ahead, what police say happened. Plus, police in Lexington arrest a man after another shooting at a bar, and the scenes could be connected. And we'll show you how police in Lexington helped honor the fallen deputy. LEX 18 News at 11 starts now. And we say good evening to you on this Monday night. I'm Larry Smith. We come to you after a tough evening for law enforcement officers all across the state after a Scott County Sheriff's deputy was shot and killed following a traffic stop on Interstate 75. Officers across the Commonwealth are mourning the loss of 35-year-old Deputy Caleb Conley. He's the first officer from the Scott County Sheriff's Office to die in the line of duty. LEX 18's Ricky Sayer joins us now live in Scott County to begin our extensive team coverage.
What started as a traffic stop ended with a deputy losing their life here in Scott County. Just about 10 minutes ago, we saw police clear from the scene. They'd been here for about 6 hours, and it was clear that working this scene has taken a toll on each of them.
Unthinkable.
Police are investigating the shooting death of one of their own.
He was a damn good deputy, and he loved his job.
Scott County Sheriff Tony Hampton says Officer Caleb Conley had been with his department for 4 years.
Well, I'm hurting for his immediate family. I'm hurting for his law enforcement family.
Police have worked throughout the evening to gather evidence along I-75 in Georgetown.
He was shot by a suspect that fled.
While we don't know why the suspect was pulled over, we do know they were headed toward Lexington. Kentucky State Police are leading the investigation.
There is one suspect in custody. There's no threat to the public, general public, and we'll release more information as the investigation continues.
Conley spent 8 years in the Army.
We never want to see anything like this happen. The reality is we know it can, but when it does, it's hard.
It's a tough day. It's probably the toughest thing you can go through as a law enforcement officer.
He was an excellent asset to our staff. We just ask that everybody keep his family, especially our law enforcement family, in your thoughts and prayers.
Conley leaves behind a wife and small children.
And he's out there today doing his job, and look what happened to him. A coward coming through our county on I-75. Took his life, took him away from his family.
Hampton says that he hopes that you keep his department and their entire law enforcement family in your thoughts and prayers. He says it's the first line of duty death in the department since he's been sheriff. Live in Scott County, Ricky Sayer, LEX 18 News.
Ricky, thanks for that. While police will not identify the person they have arrested in this case, we went to a scene this afternoon with a large police presence as officers in Lexington responded to sightings of the suspected shooter. Lee Searcy has more on what we're learning about the person officers took into custody.
LEX 18 was there on Charles Avenue when this happened. The suspected shooter and carjacker surrounded by an army of police as he was loaded into an ambulance on a stretcher. Moments earlier, neighbors say officers in all directions converged at a home on the street.
Going on, they started running between houses, looking for people, and eventually they started focusing on that house down there. And finally, they were like, "Come out with your hands up." And a couple people came out before that guy, and then finally he came out.
While Lexington Police and Kentucky State Police haven't officially confirmed this is the man who shot and killed Deputy Conley, Lexington Police do say he's the one who shot a man, then stole the victim's vehicle on Georgetown Road. They say real-time intelligence technology, along with flock license plate readers and traffic cameras, led police to the stolen vehicle on Whitney Avenue. The suspect caught soon after at a home on Charles Avenue.
Oh yeah, we saw some big guns. Everybody had a gun. And
we saw the Army. We saw the big trucks come through and everything, and we were just really worried about what happened.
As for the suspect, he remains in custody as multiple police agencies try to piece together what happened today. In Lexington, Lee Searcy, LEX 18 News.
Well, the crime police will connect this man to happened at Rose and Jim's Bar on Georgetown Road in Lexington. Our Rachel Richardson asked witnesses about what happened there.
I'm still here at Rose and Jim's Bar and Grill, where police are still on the scene just up the hill at a motel here. You can kind of see them still working behind me. Earlier today, they got a call about shots fired here.
You know gunshots when you hear them.
That employee says that this type of violence in the city doesn't surprise him anymore.
I'm used to it anymore. Just the way things are anymore. To me, too much violence, you know. People rage, no respect. That's the thing I see the most.
Earlier, we did see someone being transported away from the scene by EMS, and officers have told us that they will be out here on the scene for a while. In Lexington, Rachel Richardson, LEX 18 News.
The response to UK hospital's emergency room was a show of unity and support among law enforcement agencies all across central Kentucky as Deputy Conley was rushed to Lexington. LEX 18's Christiana Ford continues our team coverage and has more on what happened.
It was a very active scene for multiple hours here at UK Hospital, with multiple officers and deputies responding from several different agencies. Officers shut down roads on and off for both police and EMS escorts for at least 2 hours. From where we were, just across the street from the hospital, we saw Fayette County Sheriff Kathy Witt, as well as Chief Lawrence Weathers with the Lexington Police Department. We also saw officers embracing, clearly an emotional scene. Ultimately, it led to a procession to bring the officer to the medical examiner's office in Frankfort. In Lexington, Christiana Ford, LEX 18 News.
That procession was with dozens of police cars along with the coroner's van as well. Elected officials have been honoring Deputy Conley. Governor Andy Beshear sharing on social media, quote, "Kentucky, please join Brittany and me in praying for the family and fellow law enforcement officers of Scott County Deputy Sheriff Caleb Conley, who was killed this evening while protecting our people. This hero made the ultimate sacrifice, and we will be forever grateful." End quote. Attorney General Daniel Cameron releasing a statement as well, saying, quote, "I am deeply saddened to learn that Scott County Deputy Sheriff Caleb Conley was shot and killed this evening. Mackenzie and I mourn the loss of this hero. Today's tragedy is yet another example of the grave dangers faced by our law officers. We pray for each of them tonight, for Caleb's family, and for all of Scott County." End quote. We will keep you updated on this breaking news situation on air and online at lex18.com. Well, meanwhile, Lexington police investigating an early morning shooting that left one person dead and another man in the hospital. All this happening around 2 o'clock in the morning on Florence Avenue off Price Road and Georgetown Street. Police responding to a shots fired call when they found 19-year-old Jalen Henderson suffering from a gunshot wound. He died at the scene. Another man was found shot on the same street a few hours earlier Sunday night in a separate shooting. He was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Neighbors nearby say this is seeing that gun violence among young people has been hard on the neighborhood and the community.
They need to put the community back together, like a program for them to do. I think they'd be able to do something to work the man beside being a gangster.
Well, police are still investigating if those two shootings are connected. A Maysville murder case is being sent to the grand jury. Today, a judge in Mason County found probable cause in the case against William Hanna and sent it to the grand jury. Police charged Hanna with murder in the death of his 3-year-old daughter after he allegedly allowed the child to come in contact with fentanyl. Isabella Hanna died on April 19th. In Louisville, multiple people are hurt, including children, during a string of shootings over the weekend. The first one happened in the Portland neighborhood, where police say 3 17-year-old girls and 1 woman were injured on 34th Street. Just a few miles away at 24th in Magazine Street, police found a 5-year-old boy and a woman who had both been shot. The child was taken to Norton Children's Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Meanwhile, around 3 a.m. Sunday, a 3-year-old was taken to Norton's Children's by car. Police say the child was shot in the leg on Greenwood Avenue near 32nd Street. And around 4 a.m., officers found a man shot on Dixie Highway after an alleged carjacking. Police also say a man was taken to the hospital after being shot in the Wyandotte neighborhood.
Something's got to be done. I'm not the, really one to make the decision, but something's got to happen or there's going to be a lot more people die.
Police don't believe any of the shootings are related.
It has been a day today that was dry, and that's something that's going to be continuing out there this evening. The moon and Venus and eventually Mars will be putting on a show. We'll talk about the nice weather we've got coming in for the next couple of days. We'll do that in a few minutes.
A Scripps News exclusive interview with former Vice President Mike Pence, the debt cliff, a federal abortion ban, and January 6th, no question, off limits. The Mike Pence interview, Tuesday night at 9/8 Central, only on Scripps News Tonight.
Hit the road with Don Franklin's Somerset Kia. Lease the all-new 2023 Kia Forte for only $199 per month, or drive away in the all-new 2023 Kia Sportage LEX as low as $27,790. Hurry in today to Don Franklin's Somerset Kia.
Kentucky is a special place. I see it everywhere I go. People putting aside their differences and looking out for each other. We've been through a lot these past 4 years, and some days have been tougher than others. But I will always show up to help the people of Kentucky, working to make sure our kids and grandkids have a bright future here, bringing thousands of good-paying jobs to the Commonwealth, 46,000 more jobs than before the pandemic, clean drinking water to folks who've been overlooked and underserved, and making sure communities across Kentucky have what they need to recover from natural disasters. My granddad and great-granddad were preachers in this church. It was flattened by the tornadoes. But when Kentuckians get knocked down, we get right back up again, and we rebuild stronger and better than before. I will never stop showing up and working for the people of Kentucky.
At Batteries Plus, we do more than replace batteries and fix phones and tablets. We help our neighbors power their lives. Need a phone fixed? We got it. Get powered in-store, curbside, and at batteriesplus.com.
When it comes to big decisions, it's important to have a good team behind you. At UKFCU, we have dedicated CFS advisors that can help you navigate through all of life's decisions. Schedule a complimentary review today.
You know what they say, mornings and DQ breakfasts go together like biscuits and gravy. Oh, that's right, 2 fluffy, freshly baked buttermilk biscuits smothered in warm signature black pepper gravy that's filled with mouth-watering Purnell sausage in every tasty bite. Because you know what they say, a quality morning starts with a quality breakfast. They do say all this stuff, right? Well, they will, once they get a taste of our hearty and delicious DQ biscuits and gravy. And it's only a DQ. Happy tastes good.
Hit the road with Don Franklin Lexington Nissan. Get 0% APR for 36 months plus $1,000 cash back on the all-new 2023 Nissan Rogue. Or drive away in the all-new 2023 Nissan Kicks, starting as low as $22,550. Hurry into Don Franklin Lexington Nissan.
LEX 18 Storm Tracker Weather in partnership with The Basement Doctor.
All right, the good news on this Monday was temperatures that were very, very good, but
pleasant, yeah.
Getting even better as the week goes on.
A little bit of pre-summer for a couple of days, and then we're going to turn the calendar back to a little late April.
Okay.
So, which late April is not a bad time.
It's not January.
No, this is true. When it was warm in January. So here's a look from the Lexington Financial Center. Obviously not a live look. You are watching what was a very nice sunset with that Cirrus deck coming on through. Saw some sundogs going along the way. Watch the colors. Look at that right in there. Just beautiful. And if you've been out at all this evening, nice moon out there. Venus is there. Mars will be joining in tomorrow. And we'll talk about that during tomorrow's early weather segment, so they give you a reason to go out and look up. You can also do it right now. It's not hard to find. Just go out, look in the western sky, the two big bright things. It's easy to do. So a Max Track Live Doppler quarter after 11. A little ground clutter showing up, and that's it. Hope you enjoyed the rain we had over the weekend, because that may be it for a week or more. It is a dry stretch. The dry stretch will likely last through the holiday weekend for most of us. That's good news with that. Well, maybe a little bit on the cool side. There's a little backdoor front that's going to slide in here on Wednesday, and as it does so, it's going to knock those temperatures back from early June to kind of late April. Here's the rainfall from over the weekend. There was a swath right down the I-64 corridor and back along the Bluegrass Parkway. It was half to an inch of rain, although Harrodsburg and Danville both had over an inch. Winchester was close. South side of Lexington came in at 83/100ths. To the southeast, the rainfall amounts were significantly less. To the north, a little bit less, and this also reflects when you look at the departures from normal over the last 30 days. Down to the south, we're running a half, 2/3 of normal rain. North, we're running basically 2/3 of normal rain. But right down the Bluegrass Parkway and the I-64 corridors, pretty close to normal. And so it helps. But again, given how dry things are looking, that is not a good scenario to be getting into here. Over the next 3 days, again, rainfall is essentially negligible. This particular modeling kind of tries to smooth things out. There's going to be a system going up along the Atlantic coast, and some of that moisture may get into the eastern corner of Kentucky. And as it tries to smooth things out, you end up with these 1/100th of an inch. 1/100th of an inch may not even be enough to get the sidewalk wet, but it shows up on the modeling here. Bottom line is, over the next week, we're not looking at a whole lot of water. Not only for the next week, but as we take you now into the middle of the first week of June here, you are looking at a dry scenario from the Ohio River north. So what's going on? Moisture's been bottled up along the Gulf Coast. We've got the systems going on there. There also has been some big storms out here in the plains where they're supposed to be. But as your Tuesday rolls into Wednesday, your Tuesday's going to be fine. There'll be some clouds around. There's that little backdoor front, and behind it there's another lobe of Canadian air poised to drop southward. As it comes south, a few more clouds. You can't rule a sprinkle out. It's just a really small chance, and if it does, it's likely nothing more than a sprinkle. By the way, it was chilly this morning. Owingsville was down to 43. Richmond was 44. Somerset, 48. But also notice south side of Lexington, where the Mesonet side is, 56. Northeast flow comes across the city, picks up the urban heat island, transports it down Nicholasville Road. You end up with a very warm reading there. At the moment, temperatures are in the upper 50s to around 60. It's a nice evening out there. Again, you can see the moon and you can still see the moon and Venus right in there. 65 at the Bluegrass Airport. You notice the temperature at the airport was cooler than what we had at the Mesonet. 78 was the high today. That northeast wind comes in for you at 8. High temperatures. We have a nice trend warm early in the week. There's your cool front, and then temperatures will remain at and below normal into the holiday weekend. For tonight, partly cloudy. It's pretty much normal. Normal's 57. Hey, looky there. Temperature's right at normal. Your day tomorrow. A day that's partly to mostly sunny, seasonably warm. We're up into the low 80s. And we go into the low 80s on Wednesday. Then it's low 70s Thursday. We stay into the 70s through the holiday weekend. And at this point, it looks dry.
Need a new HVAC system? Greenbox Heating and Air offers convenient financing options so you can choose how and when to pay. Plus, federal tax credits and rebates are available for qualifying systems.
Place, repair, maintain with care at Greenbox Heating and Air.
Summer's here. It's time to save on a reliable new Toyota from Green's Toyota. Right now, get low 3.99% APR for up to 48 months on 2023 Camry, Corolla, RAV4, Highlander, and Tacoma. And get 5.49% APR for up to 60 months on select Toyota certified used models. Summer starts here at your dealer of choice for over 50 years.
Great people, great cars, great Greens.
Sleep Outfitters Memorial Day sale, save up to $800 on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster adjustable sets. Plus, get free delivery and setup, and for a limited time, up to $300 in bedding accessories, or up to a $200 MasterCard free. Only at Sleep Outfitters.
Keep going. Keep working. Keep climbing. And always keep playing. With the exceptional orthopedic care at Baptist Health, with a skilled team of dedicated specialists, along with advanced services and procedures, it's no wonder most people choose us to help them keep moving and doing the things that move them. Find a Baptist Health provider today.
Hit the road with Don Franklin Ford. Get the all-new 2023 Ford Expedition XL as low as $56,625, or drive away in the all-new 2023 Ford F-150 XL as low as $44,150. Hurry into Don Franklin Ford.
Playoff mode is engaged, and the intensity is dialed up.
The NBA's best dreaming of a championship.
And every play matters.
This is playoff basketball. They're already in playoff mode.
It's time to bring it.
This place just erupted.
Buckle up and don't blink.
This is the biggest stage.
This is playoff mode.
This is what it's all about.
NBA Conference Finals tomorrow on TNT.
For detailed, in-depth investigations that hold people accountable, this is where you watch. LEX 18 investigates.
Get ready for summer with an AC checkup for only $69 at Greenbox Heating and Air. We'll ensure your system is running smoothly. This offer ends soon.
Replace, repair, maintain with care at Greenbox Heating and Air.
LEX 18 News is brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Dean's Auto Care means auto care.
We could all use some positive news today. The perfect weekend this weekend for baseball, as you know. Tens of thousands turning out to watch the Yankees and Reds play up in Cincinnati. And it turned into a once-in-a-lifetime unforgettable moment for a Jessamine County boy. Nancy Cox went out today to meet 6-year-old Parker King, who went to his first major league game to watch his team, the Yankees, and his player, Aaron Judge. Well, in the first inning, Judge hit a shot right at Parker. It was a home run, but an older and bigger fan got the ball, squishing Parker just a bit. In fact, gave him a bloody nose and even hurt his arm a bit. Accidentally. After the man realized what happened, he happily handed the ball over, and now Parker has a story to tell the grandkids. And again, Nancy Cox talked to Parker about it today as the two shared a game of catch.
Tell me what you were thinking to yourself.
I say, please, thank God, can I please catch it?
Oh, and you got close, right?
Yeah, and then someone pushed me.
Yeah.
It said, oh no, I almost missed it.
But you fell down, hurt your arm a little bit?
Yeah.
What'd the guy say?
Sorry.
Oh, and then what'd he do?
I still was crying.
You were crying?
For sure.
Oh, because you got hurt or because you didn't get the ball?
I didn't got a ball, but he did get it to me.
Love his shades. Love Nancy's form in a dress even. Nice job. The two baseball fans, as you can see there, even took a picture together. And the crowd cheered and high-fived them both. Parker taking home Judge's 233rd home run ball and his 13th of this season. Well, 3 Kentucky middle school students are gearing up for the Scripps National Spelling Bee. The 3 spellers are 13-year-old Noah Brumfield, 11-year-old Isabella Carver, and 13-year-old Ian Gibson. They're all from Hopkinsville. By the way, there are 231 total spellers this year. The Spelling Bee consists of 4 rounds: the preliminaries, the quarterfinals, semifinals, and the finals. You can watch the first 2 rounds on Ion Plus, Bounce XL, and SpellingBee.com. The semifinals will air on Ion and Bounce on May 31st. The finals will also air on Ion and Bounce on June 1st. Well, parents, listen up. Paw Patrol is heading to Kentucky. Ryder and his team of pups will be in Lexington at Rupp Arena on October 6th and 7th. You'll have 5 chances to see them on their pirate-themed adventure during the 2 days that they are in town. Tickets go on sale Thursday. They start at $43, and you can buy them at Rupp Arena's box office, PawPatrolLive.com, or on Ticketmaster's website. Well, stay with us. Eli has region baseball and softball highlights next in sports.
Tonight, you need to calm down, shake it off, and get ready for it.
Jimmy welcomes Taylor Swift with a quick cat quiz.
A black cat, a calico cat, a cat that knocks pens off of desks.
No! Plus Meghan Trainor. Fallon's on tonight.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
It's Ashley's Memorial Day weekend sale. Be one of the first to take advantage of these must-have items, now under $500. And get up to 50% off Spotlight deals. Or get no interest for 72 months. Only at Ashley.
Kentucky is a special place. I see it everywhere I go. People putting aside their differences and looking out for each other. We've been through a lot these past 4 years, and some days have been tougher than others. But I will always show up to help the people of Kentucky, working to make sure our kids and grandkids have a bright future here. Bringing thousands of good-paying jobs to the Commonwealth, 46,000 more jobs than before the pandemic. Clean drinking water to folks who've been overlooked and underserved. And making sure communities across Kentucky have what they need to recover from natural disasters. My granddad and great-granddad were preachers in this church. It was flattened by the tornadoes. But when Kentuckians get knocked down, we get right back up again, and we rebuild stronger and better than before. I will never stop showing up and working for the people of Kentucky.
Hit the road with Don Franklin Chevrolet. Get 1.9% APR for 36 months plus no payments for 90 days on the all-new 2023 Chevy Traverse. Or save up to $4,000 off MSRP on the 2023 Silverado 1500, starting as low as $43,090. Find new roads at Don Franklin Chevrolet.
At Batteries Plus, we do more than replace batteries and fix phones and tablets. We help our neighbors power their lives.
Visit Batteries Plus for free auto battery testing and installation. Get powered in-store, curbside, and at batteriesplus.com.
Ashley's Memorial Day mattress sale is going on now. Right now, you can save $1,000 on select Sealy mattresses or get no interest for 72 months on top bedding brands. Give yourself the restful, rejuvenating sleep you need to be your best self this summer. Only at Ashley.
Another beautiful night for high school baseball and softball. The Region 11 quarterfinals underway this evening. We're going to start out at Madison Central High School, where the Indians hosting in baseball and softball. We'll start with baseball. Straight into the bottom of the fourth, Keith Stewart, perfect hit, perfect spot, giving Blake Reynolds plenty of time to come home from first. That made it 4-0 Indians, but Scott County made it entertaining in the top of the seventh. They come back to make it a 4-3 ball game. However, it was too little, too late for the Cardinals as Madison Central advances to the semifinals tomorrow night and will face the winner in this one. Over to Lex Cath, the Knights hosting Franklin County. A massive fourth inning for Lex Cath. Griffin Cameron, liner to center. That plates 2 to make it 6-2. They were just getting started. Beautiful small ball at the plate. Max DeGraff, perfect bunt with the bases loaded. They did this a couple of times in the inning. Owen Jenkins scores, and then they went through the order. Jenkins back at the plate now, smokes one to left. That plates 2 more. Lexington Catholic scores 12 in the 4th inning, and we're out to a 16-2 win. They'll be at Madison Central tomorrow night. Other Region 11 quarterfinal scores: Sayre defeating Madison Southern 8-0, and Great Crossing with a close 10-7 win over Dunbar. Back over in Richmond, the Lady Indians hoping to get a win at home as well, but Lexington Catholic coming to play, the defending state runner-ups. Top 2, Abby Hammond locks in the base hit to bring in Kayla Mattingly for the first run of the game. Over to the top of the 4th, Lady Knights up 2-0. Lydia Kennedy pops it out to left. That's good to bring in 2 more, and Lexington Catholic takes care of business 5-0, and will play Scott County in the region semifinals. Lafayette hosting Madison Southern. Bottom 1, runner is on third for Trinity Bridges. Looks like it'll be deep enough for a sac fly, but Ashlyn Estep says, I don't think so. Uses the arm, throws out the runner at the plate, but the next inning, General stacks some runs together. 2 RBI double for Leah Hammond. Anaya White, Claire Cronin score. It's 3-0. Same inning, 2 on for Jenna Wells. Stays fair to the right field corner. Holland and Anna Clay Denton come around to score, but hold on. Here comes Wells. She slides in, beats the tag. Inside the park homer. Lafayette wins 13-0. We'll face Great Crossing. Here's a look at some of those scores. In the 11th region, Scott County 4-0 over Western Hills. 19 straight region quarterfinal wins for the Lady Cards. And Great Crossing defeats Bryan Station 3-1. Former Miss Kentucky basketball Brooklyn Miles announcing she'll be transferring back home to play for Kentucky. The former Franklin County standout spent the last 2 seasons over at Tennessee. Be a good fresh start for her to get back here in Lexington with the Wildcats. All right, some more high school basketball news. Garrett County is saying hello to their new head coach, Casey McCray. Coach McCray heads into his 7th year coaching basketball, his first head coaching gig. We caught up with him after the announcement.
I'm excited. I'm happy to be here. It's a blessing, something I've always dreamed of. And, you know, I think that to be at Garrett County, where I've already met so many kind, generous people that are willing to help me out any way possible. My phone has not stopped vibrating for the past 2 hours. So, and just know that I'm going to do my best to hit the ground running and do what we can to compete at the highest level possible.
We'll be right back.
Part of what you see when you see me doing weather on TV is I'm having fun every day. If we can get you to smile a little bit and teach you a little something along the way, even better. It's a little fun, it's a little knowledge, a little bit of weather.
Must be the love, because it's driving me crazy, baby. Must be the love, yeah, because it's driving me crazy. I haven't been the same since you came into my life. Hey!
That's a pretty tight spot.
Watch this.
Your Buick parks itself. That's so you.
Of course you know where we're going. That's so you.
I got a 6th sense.
And a head-up display.
They're here.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you.
Get 2.49% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get $750 purchase allowance on Buick Encore GX models. Visit your Bluegrass Buick dealer today.
There is one university that stands out in equine education. From its 200-acre campus in the heart of horse country, Midway University provides hands-on training to undergraduate students and offers programs in equine management, rehabilitation, and pre-veterinary science. For athletes, Midway provides scholarship opportunities on its Hunt Seat and Western Equestrian teams. Now, for the first time, Midway is offering an online equine business and sales degree and an advanced equine MBA degree for students anywhere. Find out more at midway.edu.
You know what they say, mornings and DQ breakfasts go together like biscuits and gravy. Oh, that's right, 2 fluffy, freshly baked buttermilk biscuits smothered in warm signature black pepper gravy that's filled with mouth-watering Purnell sausage in every tasty bite. Because you know what they say, a quality morning starts with a quality breakfast. They do say all this stuff, right? Well, they will, once they get a taste of our hearty and delicious DQ biscuits and gravy. And it's only a DQ. Happy tastes good. Hi,
Hi, Shane Huffman with the Neil Huffman Automotive Group, where currently we have hundreds of pre-owned vehicles, all aggressively priced, coming with our 3-year certified maintenance. You can visit us today at neilhuffman.com. Huffman has it.
At Rally's, I'm in the driver's seat. Give me that $5 meal deal with a Rally burger or a mushroom Swiss burger with fries, chicken bites, and a drink for just $5. Whatever you order, own it at Rally's. Get all that flavor delivered.
What if accessing addiction treatment wasn't that complicated? Because at Addiction Recovery Care, it isn't. We have figured out the solution. No matter where you are located, we can help. Because we believe quality addiction treatment should be accessible to everyone, no matter the location and no matter the time of day. Call now. Let's get this journey started.
Not as chilly tomorrow morning as it was this morning. We'll already be in the 60s by 8, low 80s tomorrow afternoon.
We will take it. All right, thanks for watching. Tonight's show is up next. We're back here at Sunrise. We'll see you then.
LEX 18, streaming local news 24/7. Search for LEX 18 on your device.